How to find the registered agent of a corporation or LLC for service of process. Hey, my name is Lance Casey, and I am a California private investigator and process server. And as a process server, we're hired to serve legal documents all the time. And people will try to serve, like a corporation or an LLC, but those entities are required by their Secretary of State to appoint a registered agent for service of process. So in essence, they have to appoint a company or a person to accept service of process. And what service of process is when we deliver legal documents to the registered agent, who then forwards it to the entity, and it notifies them that they're involved in some kind of court action. So I'm hired every day to serve corporations and LLCs. And when I'm serving them, I'm not going to the corporate office directly. I'm going to their registered agent. And so what I'm going to do today is show you how you can do a search online to find out who a registered agent is of a corporation. So if you could do me a favor, like this video, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also click the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload additional training videos. Because I train people how to be a process server, who to serve, how to serve, and how to fill out the paperwork. And if you're new to the business and you want to just learn a little bit, I'll give you a free ebook titled "How to Become a Process Server." Down below in the description is a link to get that free ebook. Now, every week, sometimes every day, I'm hired to serve documents to AirBNB here in California. Now, their registered agent is Corporation Service Company, doing business as CSC Lawyers Incorporating Service, located at 2710 Gateway Oaks Drive, Sacramento, California 95833. And so, now let me get this out the way. I'm no attorney. This is not legal advice. This is just what I do. I'm just sharing with you what I do as a California process server. So let's say that a person wants to hire you. You're not in California, you're in another state, and they want you to serve AirBNB. Well, the person that hired you should have researched to determine who the registered agent is. And then in most states, it's probably all states, it's corporation service company, because there's a corporation service company in every state. So we're going to do some searches on these various states' websites to see who the registered agent is. Now, this is a key. Even though I may know who the registered agent is, I make the client find it, and the client give me that registered agent's name and their address. I put it back into their hands, so if there's an error, it's their fault, not my fault. Because I don't want them to hire me to go serve some documents, and I look it up myself and take it to the wrong place, and now I'm blamed for doing a bad service of process. So I'll usually give them the link to the Secretary of State's website so they can do the search themselves. Then they tell me where to go. But even though I may know this already, so we're gonna go to here. Let's pull it up. An incognito web page here, and so we are in Nevada's Secretary of State's business entity search. And I just realized this: they're starting, some states now are charging you to do these kind of searches. And so Nevada is free for now, but some states you actually have to create an account to do these kind of searches. But Nevada, it's pretty simple. You want to search for, contains, exact match, starts with. So what we're searching for is AirBNB. So you type in AirBNB, and you go down here and you click search. And they give you several listings. And none of them are just AirBNB specifically. And so I've searched these, looked at these before. And so let's just say we went through and we says, okay, which one is it? Let's try AirBNB Payments. It's a foreign company. And so AirBNB Payments Inc., it's get their entity number, the date that they filed to, and look at this. Registered agent information. That's where the documents go. So a process server is hired in Nevada to serve AirBNB. They take them to Corporation Service Company here on North Curry Street. That's where you would deliver the documents. Corporation Service Company on North Curry Street. So if there's any Carson City process servers watching this video, this is a great niche process serving location. So if you could create content about serving that location, you could get lots of cases going there, because I know Corporation Service Company is representing thousands of entities in Nevada. I know they are. So the next state we're going to search is Florida's Secretary of State's office. And so on their page, you enter the entity name. So we're going to type in AirBNB. Click search. Okay, and they give us several listings as well of different AirBNB entities. So let's just click AirBNB Inc., the first one. And it's a foreign profit corporation in San Francisco. And look who their registered agent is. Corporation Service Company in Tallahassee. So if you're in Tallahassee serving AirBNB, you would take it to Corporation Service Company on Hayes Street. So Florida process servers, if you're in Tallahassee, that is a great location to target with your niche marketing on getting clients to serve AirBNB in Florida, because they represent thousands of corporations. I already know they do. We're going to search now in Washington. This is the Washington Secretary of State's website. So we're going to type in the business name is AirBNB and click search. Let's see what comes up. Let's see what comes up. Okay, we've got a bunch of different types of Airbnb. Here's that AirBNB Payments again. And look, this is that address in San Francisco. Remember the other one we looked up? It had a San Francisco address. There's another address in San Francisco. And look who their registered agent is. Corporation Service Company. Corporation Service Company. So let's click on AirBNB. Oh, look at this. Now, if you're trying to niche market for finding registered agents, it gives you a list. So you could actually search and do a search on this name here to see where they're located. And if they're a registered agent for lots of companies, you could niche market for them, just like you do for Corporation Service Company. So we're going to click on AirBNB Payments. Where was it? Oh, you know what? AirBNB Payments. It shows Corporation Service Company, and it was at Tumwater, Washington. So if you're a process server in Tumwater, Washington, you should be marketing towards serving documents to Corporation Service Company, because I know they get served multiple times a day. There's no doubt. Okay, now we're going to check Ohio Secretary of State's business search. So we're going to type in AirBNB again. And who do you think is going to be the registered agent? Anybody want to comment on that? Who do you think is going to be the registered agent? Click search. Okay, so we're going to look down here. AirBNB checks, AirBNB insurance, AirBNB payments again. So we're going to show the details. And guess what? Corporation Service Company in Columbus, Ohio is their registered agent. So if you're serving documents to AirBNB, you would take them to Columbus, Ohio. So if there's any Columbus, Ohio process servers, you need to be building content on around that term, because you could be getting those cases to serve at that location. Now you do this in every state. Literally, you do this in every state. So that's how you do a business search to find a registered agent of a corporation or LLC, because that's where it goes. So if you could do me a favor, is subscribe to my channel, like it, make a comment of where you're at, and share this as well if you think this information was good for you. And then also, if you want to become a process server, I have an online training course. In the description below, there'll be a link to my course. Or if you want to get a free ebook on how to become a process server, it covers all 50 states. I'll also put a link to my free ebook. All I need is your name and email address, and you can get that as well. So you have a great day.